Hey guys, this is Zephyros again from Kel'Thuzad, and today I want to talk to you about extending your Breath of Cinder Gosa even longer than what we talked about in the last video. I also want to go over the tier gear with you guys and show you that if you haven't seen it. We'll look at that right now. New Nighthold tier gear. Your 2 set, Obliterate, has a 20% increased chance to trigger Rhyme. Your 4 set's going to give you, your Howling Blast will generate 8 runic power while Rhyme is active. This is really going to help the breath spec with the runic power generation, getting that 8 runic power from Howling Blast when it procs. It's just going to be that much more runic power we're going to be able to use on Breath of Cinder Gosa and keep it up that much longer. So for those that don't know, Obliterate right now, we have a 45% chance to trigger Rune when we use Obliterate. So it's going to go up to 65% if you have 2-piece set bonus. Also right now, Howling Blast gives us no runic power when it procs. That's why I think you can't really extend this breath for more than what people are doing now. The max that I've ever done it up around was almost a minute of full breath. And I've heard the same from other people, saying around 40-50 seconds maybe, with really good RNG, with getting free runes and things of that nature from certain talents and stuff. If you want to know more about that, you can check out my last video about the breath spec. But I think this set's really going to be good. And also I wanted to mention this trinket, Convergence of Fates. It's going to be really good for this spec. It's equip. Your attacks have a chance to reduce the remaining cooldown of Empower Rune Weapon by 5 seconds. Now I assume this is going to work with Hungering Rune Weapon as well, and having attacks have the chance to reduce its cooldown by 5 seconds is pretty amazing. So I definitely want to get this trinket and try it out. Another thing, I did change one of my talents since the last video. I changed Freezing Fog to Horn of Winter, and that's just to squeeze out more damage out of my Breath of Cinder Gosa. I pretty much use Horn of Winter the first time I use it at the beginning of my rotation to take advantage of the 20 runic power and the 2 runes that you get from this ability. And I'll show you guys how to do that. But that's why I changed, is to hold the breath even longer. 2 runes is getting 2 runes is good too, because you can get more obliterates out of that, and you can get more runic power, and also even more runes. It should happen to proc your murderous efficiency when you consume the killing machine and you gain a rune, so you can have it go even longer. So yeah, from the last spec, it's basically the same thing. Any used trinkets or stuff like that you use before the pool, you do that, of course. Then Pillar of Frost, Remorseless Winter, Howling Blast, Obliterate, and then that's going to be pretty prime opportunity to use your Horn of Winter, because after these 4 abilities that you do before Horn, you're going to be setting at about, I don't know, 50-60 runic power maybe. So it's a good time to turn this on, get that 20 runic power, and not go over your 100 cap, because you don't want to lose out on runic power. You want all that runic power pumped into your Breath of Cinder Gosa. So that's why I do that. Also to get it on cooldown, so I can use it again before my breath expires and get 20 more runic power out of it again, and 2 more runes, and you might be able to take your breath. That's really when you can sneak that in a second time. That's really when you're going to be looking upwards at the 40-50 second mark of how long you can hold your breath out for. So I'll go through this real quick with you guys. I'm going to attack the multi-targets this time. And again, no runic power starting out. Only thing I'm going to use is my trinket, no buffs, no lust or anything. And we'll see. I'll just use this runic power here and not turn this on until I get really low, like right now. That way I just don't totally lose it, and then we'll go ahead and throw the dragon in here. Keep Remorseless Winter on. Over 1 million damage here, and breath still on. My horn's going to be coming up here in about 5 seconds, so we'll get ready to use that. Right about now we'll use it. Squeeze out a little bit more damage from this breath. And right there we're out of runic power. So yeah, holding over 1 million damage pretty constantly, probably up around 1.5 million with everything going on and procs and stuff like that. So that's just on 3 targets unbuffed. It's really good damage. Almost 50 million on 3 targets. It's pretty insane. I'll let that finish ticking there and we'll look at what did what. So of course, Breath of Sindragosa, top ability, almost 15 million damage just from this ability alone. It hit 120 times and it crit 31 of those times. So again, I use the add-on details for my damage. I really like the way it breaks down, and you can look at individual abilities and stuff. Also, just the look of it I like, and so that's what I use for my damage meter, guys, if you didn't know. Second, Remorseless Winter, doing over 7 million. Really good damage. This is from Gathering Storms getting buffed up to 15%. Every time you spend a rune while Remorseless Winter is active, you're making it do 15% more damage, which is amazing. And you're extending the amount of time that it's on as well. So that's why Remorseless Winter is doing that much damage. I mean, I told you guys it would be in your top 4, but it's probably always going to be in your top 3 if you're running this. Frost Breath. I only got 1 crit on my dragon, so it could have done a little more, but still almost 7 million damage just from 1 Frost Breath on 3 targets. Pretty awesome. Obliterate, doing a lot of damage. Hallowed Blast still doing a lot of damage, even though I'm not using it quite as much, just pretty much when it procs. It's still really good. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. If you like the video, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. And also, if you're running this spec and you're seeing how long your breath can go, let me know in the comments below how long you can make Breath of Sindragosa last. I'd really like to find out. Like I said, I'm pretty sure up around a minute right now is pretty much the best anybody's been able to do. So let me guys know how long you can hold it out for, and if you like the spec and all that. I'll make some more videos for you guys here pretty soon. Thanks for watching, guys.